Do you remember a couple of years ago when Joe Biden became US president? He started this stupid, gimmicky America First nonsense, pretending to be like Trump, but it wasn't even in a real way. And part of that was he said, we are no longer going to prioritize trade deals. We don't want to really be cooperating with our own allies, especially the United Kingdom, Brexit Britain. Part of his problem was also with Brexit and the Northern Ireland Protocol because he randomly comes out and says, oh, I'm suddenly Irish now. I'm so Irish and I care about the Republic of Ireland and the European Union, and I'm going to be punishing Boris Johnson and the UK government for doing Brexit. So we're not going to do Brexit trade deal, a US-UK trade deal. And that was his position. And he also said no to any trade deal because he doesn't really understand how economics works. Now, he's changed his tune. Now, literally, a couple of months ago, he and Nancy Pelosi and the rest of the Democrats were going around shaking hands with the Irish politicians, saying that we really care about the Belfast agreement, the Good Friday Agreement. We really love to protect you guys against the evil Brits. Well, now they made a bit of a U-turn because he knows that he has not handled the economy of the US in the right way. So the whole country is in chaos because of Joe Biden. The Politico reported that it's a tiny bit of victory for the UK, as America is now saying that its unilateral override bill of the protocol, Northern Ireland Protocol, will not damage the current trade dialogues with Washington. So basically, they're now saying that they don't really believe that it's an issue anymore. So they now want to talk to us. They now want a trade deal. Because I don't know if you remember, recently we reported on this channel something that was ignored by the rest of the mainstream media as usual. Liz Truss came up with a very genius idea before she left as a trade secretary. And now the rest of the trade department are doing this really genius thing. They decided to bypass Washington and the federal government. They are negotiating with individual states in America. And so that's a very good idea. Because of that, Joe Biden and the White House realized, oh, okay, it's probably best if we, the federal government, take over the narrative so we could take credit for it. But again, the Democrats don't have any respect for the Constitution, that don't have any respect for international trade. They managed to anger both sides, the Democrats and the Republicans in the House. Because now we have a bipartisan resentment. Both the Dems and the Republicans are now complaining and angry at the Biden administration because the way the White House have completely overridden any sort of constitutional process. The White House and the federal government are basically going to be completely in charge of all negotiations and everything else without even going through the House of Representatives, the Senate and everything else. And of course, you're going to lose support from both sides. It's like this guy wants to lose the next election. It's a very genius talent to be able to keep missing open goals. And there's only one other politician who is similar to him. You know who it is? Oh, yeah. It's Keir Starmer. Yeah, Keir Starmer, just like Joe Biden, has the same kind of issue as his part of his personality. And this is going to massively backfire, and it's not really good for the US. We're fine. We're still negotiating with individual states in America anyway, and this is all just going to be making a mess for the midterm elections in America and, of course, the 2024 presidential election. We're going to come back in half an hour with more updates. Subscribe to the channel. I'm Tousi, and we are the media.